All right, we appreciate your patience. Quarterback KJ Jefferson. Line up, tight end. Trey Knox.
Yeah.
Here for you. Bob, get us started, please.
There you
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey KJ, your first start was at LSU 2 years ago. As you got thrown to the fire kind of as a young guy. I just wonder what you remember about that and what that was like.
Pretty cool experience. From just going down that period. I remember. Only thing I really remember is it being very loud down there, like extremely loud. Probably one of the loudest places I've played so far. So that's about the only thing I remember about Death Valley.
And how much better do you think you are now than you were then? I mean, I'm sure you're miles, better.
Just main thing, I'm more confident now, confident in my decision making, and just confident in my play, and just that's just my thing. Just going along, being confident, and just make sure my guys have my back and I have their back.
Do you think that experience from 2 years ago helps you at all for this game?
It did. I mean, it started me off with playing in a hostile environment, as far as just loud stadiums, and now just when I go into a loud hostile environment, I mean, I'm already prepared for it. I already been through it, so it's easy for me.
I just got one for Trey. Trey, what do you remember about KJ 2 years ago, and how much different do you think he is now than back then?
I just remember him being raw, young guy. Hadn't really played a lot of snaps going into that LSU game, so just a little antsy in the pocket. But now I feel like he has a certain swag about him. He knows how to carry himself on the field, and he just plays with this certain kind of poise. I mean, y'all saw it last game on the last drive. He just made great decisions and stayed calm and made plays, and that's what I think he is right now.
Thanks, guys.
Hutch.
Trey, what has this season been like for you with the position change and the injury you had and just what's this whole season been like?
It's been a real roller coaster, honestly, but you try not to ride those roller coaster emotions and try to stay even keel and just try to play ball the best you can every week. It's been pretty tough, but you just got to keep pushing through it because eventually your time's going to come and you got to be able to answer the call.
How did the position change come about? Was it your idea, or did the coaches come to you, or how did that play out?
Yeah, it was really my idea. I was like, we can move me to tight end. I feel like I could be really good playing tight end. I know I can block, and then just being the hybrid kind of guy. I mean, going forward, that's what a lot of NFL teams like. So I just thought it was a thing that I should bite at and I would have great success with.
Trey.
Hey, KJ, I'm just curious what you see from the other side with LSU. Who are some of the guys that stand out, and what do they like to do defensively as far as blitzing and structure stuff?
The most thing that stand out to me, they have a lot of different fronts and a lot of blitzes that they like to call, and they're very successful with blitzing. And up front, those guys up front, I mean, their D-line is they get out blocks well. The back end, they chase the ball, they cover guys. They're pretty long on the back end for their DBs, corners, and say they are pretty long guys, like to get hands on. So I mean, they're pretty. We got to come with our A game. I mean, it's the SEC. It's the boot is involved, the trophy is involved. So I mean, we got to come with, put our best foot forward, prepare like it's championship, and just go out there and play ball.
And Trey, just to kind of piggyback on the tight end thing, you said in the preseason that I think your weight was as big as it has been in your career, which I guess kind of turned out to be a blessing in disguise since you did move to tight end. But is that something that you focus on in season also? Is it hard to gain weight during the season? And if so, what is your weight at right now?
Definitely. I feel like gaining weight is way harder in the season than it is off season, just because, you're always running around every day for 3 months, 4 months straight. So trying to keep weight on is very hard, but I've gained about 5 pounds. I'm sitting at like 225 right now. 5 pounds don't sound like a lot, but it is a lot for being in season. So
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Tom.
Hey guys, I know this is the next game, but it is the boot game, as you mentioned, and I'm wondering how important you feel it is, and particularly in light that you just got bowl eligible, and could there be any kind of relaxation after you got to the 6th win? KJ, if you could take that.
You said, I don't know what you said. What's the last part you said?
Well, any fear that you'll relax, that you got 6 wins now, and then just how important the game is.
And no relaxing. I mean, we trying to continue to run that we started the UAPB game and just keep it rolling. I mean, we're trying to finish the season on a good positive note. I mean, we know we're eligible for a bowl now. We'll get to go bowling. But, I mean, still, we putting our best foot forward. And, I mean, we got to finish the season strong.
Yeah, and Trey, they've got the boot 5 years in a row. I mean, so how big is this game for you guys?
Very big. Just knowing that we can compete with these boys, and we could get the boot back and bring it back home. It's a big game just to keep this run going and trying to get to a better bowl. So it's very important.
All right. KJ, the TV broadcast showed you with a little blood on your knee. And I mean, did you got a scab or something going on? How you doing?
A lot of people ask me that, but that actually was the paint from the hog. So I didn't have a busted knee at all. A lot of people asked me that after the game when he was coming up to me asking me, was my knee all right? But that was paint from the hog.
All right. So you're pretty healthy right now.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Trey, what about you? I mean, you missed a couple games and something about your in the 2-minute drill, you had a bunch of catches at Ole Miss, and then last week you had a bunch of catches. What is it with the 2-minute drill and you?
I don't know. I guess 2-minute drill just like me. I guess they like throwing me the ball when it's crunch time. I don't know what it is. Just got to make plays when plays to be made.
Yeah, and are you feeling relatively healthy with the ankle?
Yeah, so I feel really good. I mean, been practicing, taking all the reps these past 2 weeks. So I feel relatively healthy.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Christina.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you.
Awesome. So KJ, Coach mentioned that you guys would need to kind of work on some things in practice, specifically regarding the penalty issues from the last game. So what has been happening in practice early this week to kind of remedy that?
To prepare for the hostile environment, we've been playing really, really, really loud music to get a feel for the game and knowing how the environment gonna be. So, and just going off our cadence and just hold each other accountable. I mean, that's the main thing. Being disciplined up front on both sides of the ball, and just the little details. I mean, we got to know we're trying to play a perfect game. We've yet to play a perfect game, and we're just trying to cut out all the penalties and stuff like that. So, just the main thing, hold each other accountable and being disciplined.
And then for either of you, are you planning on seeing an LSU team that's kind of worn out a little bit from playing a team like Alabama pretty physically, or what are you expecting to see from them in terms of physicality?
I mean, I'm expecting them guys to come out, play hard. I mean, it's gonna be a good game, good matchup. We're gonna play hard. They're gonna play hard. So, I mean, we're not worried about them. You know what I'm saying? Taking a break from playing Alabama. I mean, it's the SEC, so you got to bring a game each and every game. So, I mean, that's just the main thing.
Nate.
My question got asked.
All right. Hutch.
Yeah, KJ, I wonder what you've seen out of Trey this season, how he's progressed at tight end and how you see him kind of fitting in at that position.
I mean, he's doing an excellent job out there. I mean, they got all the guys in that room. I mean, they're holding each other accountable in that room, make sure. I mean, when he first made the transition, I mean, those guys in the ear from day one. I mean, make sure you get lined up right. Make sure you know what routes he got. Make sure you know who in the block. So just being a good teammate. And I mean, the success he's had, I mean, just being out there. I mean, I'm very, very comfortable with him being out there, knowing that he can create mismatches for us just being a flex tight end. We can put him at outside receiver or just in the box. I mean, he just a great guy overall.
All right, Bob, close us out, please.
Hey, KJ, I think LSU blitzed quite a bit more last week than they had. I wonder what you saw from them. I think they had 4 sacks against Bama, and they've got, sorry, my voice is squeaking, and they've got 28 on the season. What do you see from their pass rush, and do you feel you can neutralize that with your size and speed and, mobility?
The main thing when a team blitzes like LSU does, and they're very successful with getting in the backfield, causing chaos, the main thing is just getting the ball out of my hands as quick as possible. I mean, that's the main thing, getting the ball out to my playmakers, let them make plays, knowing where the blitz is coming from, try to slide the big guys towards the blitz so I'd be protected and getting the ball out. That's just the main thing. I mean, going against a team that blitz like LSU and very successful with it, and those guys up front getting out blocks and stuff. So just trying to hurry up and get the ball out of my hand and knowing where the blitz is coming from and recognizing the defense and the coverage on the back end.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think they gave you a concussion 2 years ago. Is that right? And is there any party that says, hey, man, I want to pay those guys back,
Yeah, they did. I did get a receiver concussion from the game 2 years ago. And I mean, I just play ball. I mean, I don't try to look for revenge or nothing like that. I just play ball.
Okay, I see Trey's laughing over there. I don't know. Do you want to add anything, Trey?
No, I'm good. That was just kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. And I mean, I got 5 pounds in this thumb right here. If you... Thanks, guys.
KJ, Trey, appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate it.